for joining us. We're doing the talking tenders, and we generally do these with STP just either prior or just after the release of our tender documents for some of our frameworks that come out. So this year we're insanely busy with various massive frameworks coming out. So we've combined our fire safety and refurbishment and framework within this talking tenders. We will give you key dates and timelines further along on the presentation, but we'll just start with a quick introduction to SPA, how ourselves and STP align and work together. We'll go over our fire safety framework and then our refurbishment and modernisation framework. We will show kind of key dates and timelines for those, as well as going over our re-tendering portal and Tend, talking you through the registration process, showing you tabs that are relevant to be able to view and access these opportunities and how to express your interest, and then we'll do a wee Q&A as well.
Okay, so just a wee introduction to ourselves. So the Scottish Procurement Alliance, SPA, are Scotland's largest free-to-join not-for-profit procurement solutions provider. We provide these solutions for the construction, refurbishment and maintenance of social housing and public buildings. We represent 120 public sector organisations throughout Scotland, ranging from small cooperatives to regional and national housing associations, local authorities, education providers and blue light services. SPA was formed in 2016 following consultation with a range of stakeholders to address Scottish needs, standards and aspirations for public sector procurement. Underpinned by over 55 years of technical procurement experience through our parent company, LHC, one of the UK's most respected public sector procurement organisations. We have a vast portfolio of compliant frameworks and a DPS that have been developed through extensive research and collaboration with partners and suppliers via pre-tender engagement. Each company appointed to its framework has undergone a rigorous process to be awarded a place. The frameworks enable fully or partially publicly funded organisations to procure goods, works and services, providing a complete collection of solutions for organisations seeking to procure construction, refurbishment or maintenance projects. We offer a unique range of services tailored to our requirements of its public sector partners. The offering simply goes beyond providing frameworks. Our partners and suppliers benefit from professional guidance, support and training bespoke to their requirements and locality, stretching across the full team from procurement and client support to technical and social advisory services. Alongside its procurement solutions, we work closely with Lintel Trust, a Scottish charity with a 44-year heritage supporting Scotland's housing communities and acting as a trusted voice for inspiring change. This pivotal relationship places SPA on a strong footing to discover innovative routes for each project procured from its frameworks to deliver better outcomes for the communities it serves, in harmony with partners and appointed companies. SPA is guided by its executive board members comprising a mixture of housing associations, local authorities and housing cooperatives, all based in Scotland. Each project procured using SPA frameworks helps to generate individual project community benefits and contributes to the SPA Community Benefit Fund. The members of the Executive Board are eligible to apply for a share of the £140,000 Community Benefit Fund to support projects in their local communities, which is distributed annually. The fund is managed by Lintel Trust. It also provides partners and appointed companies with workshops, guidance, match funding, social value monitoring and project evaluation tools. So just a little overview of our team. Our team is made up of our regional director, client support, procurement, technical support, marketing and our corporate services team. We're a small team of 11 here at SPA, but with 600 live projects we do achieve a lot.
So in terms of SPA and STP, we have worked in partnership for quite a while now, and that is because we want to, both of us want to be able to support the development of small businesses in our local Scottish communities. We're really similar, like-minded organisations in terms that we are not for profit. We're working to promote sustainable procurement duty in line with the Scottish Government, and we're opening up procurement opportunities to all types of companies and suppliers. With this in mind, we try and incorporate that into all our frameworks or our DPS options, and breaking that down within appropriate lotting structures as required within individual frameworks. We split it into regional, areas, value bands, project sizes, and we really try and encourage SMEs and larger companies alike. We want to include companies of varying sizes within our framework solutions. We provide support through training and development and upskilling. We advertise all our opportunities and with further promotion through SDP. We also assist SDP in exhibit and meet the buyer events, and we've also exhibited and presented at bespoke meet the buyer and encourage local supply chains. We work with SDP to support Scottish Government's agenda and ensure we can promote all of our opportunities to ensure we offer the right contractor, right size, right location to our partners. So in terms of today, we're going to go through, hold on, I'm having a wee bit of slide technical difficulties, which I don't think an online event would ever go 100% smoothly with these things. But we're going to go into our fire safety framework, and I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of what we've hoped to achieve from it, the work streams that we've included, and the differences in what we're including within each work stream. So in terms of our fire safety framework, this is the second iteration of our existing framework where we've combined the consultancy and the works frameworks together. We want to offer a full suite of fire safety and compliance support to help the public sector meet government guidelines around building life safety and maintenance within both domestic and non-domestic premises. Within this framework, we've broken this down into various work streams and also different subplots within each work stream. And as you can see on the screen there, we have been quite extensive in terms of the work streams that we're including. So our work stream 1 is our fire safety consultancy, which covers various aspects of consultancy required, including advice on all fire safety aspects of a client's portfolio, help develop fire strategies, policies, procedures, emergency plans, etc., and carrying out various different assessments for them, and also provide cost-benefit analysis of options for fire safety and remedial solutions. We've got our work stream 2, which covers our fire risk assessments and fire safety inspections, and that will cover any fire risk assessments and block assessments. Within work stream 3, we've also got our wake and watch work stream, which provides a 24-hour manned service. And then when we go down into work stream 4, we've got our installation, servicing and maintenance of passive fire protection. Now within this work stream, we've broken it down into 2 separate lots. So we've got lot 4A and 4B, and lot 4A is for the installation of them, and 4B is for the servicing and maintenance. Pretty much similar on work stream 5 in terms of the installation, service and maintenance of active fire protection. And again, we've broken that down into lot 5A for the installation and 5B for the testing and servicing and maintenance. And then under work stream 6, we've got our installation of fire suppression systems. And within this work stream, again, similar to the 2 above, we've broken that down into separate lots for 6A for the installation and 6B for the testing, servicing and maintenance. Within work stream 7, we have our cladding and remediation, which allows us to carry out our risk assessments, EWI surveys, and removal and installation of it if it's deemed necessary under the assessments. And then on our work stream 8, we've got our multidisciplinary lot. Now this was quite difficult, and following feedback from various partners and potential suppliers, we've broken this down into 2 different lots within it, and lot 8A will be for the installation of passive, active and fire suppression measures, and lot 8B will be for the testing, servicing and maintenance. So we thought it was better to split those out into different disciplines based on the feedback we got from various different partner and supplier organisations. Now in terms of the framework for the fire safety framework, this is available nationwide, but as we had mentioned before, you can bid for region specific areas. So if you want to bid for all of Scotland region, but not England and Wales, you can. However, if you work throughout the UK, it gives you access to various different regional areas within the UK. Within the regional areas, you can also break it down into working within the 5 NUTS codes within Scotland. So if your business is predominantly west of Scotland, you can apply for that only if that's what suits yourself, or you can go for various different regions which suit your business need. Now it is available nationwide. In the framework, we've estimated to be up to 100 million in England, which covers our LSE, CPC and SWPA regions, 20 million in Scotland and 15 million in Wales. In terms of our fire safety timeline, we're expecting the tender publication to be from the week commencing the 19th of June. The tender deadline for that will be around the week of the 14th of August, and then we'll undertake the evaluation period between the 15th of August and the start of January 2024. We anticipate the award to be mid-January time and the framework going live the start of February. Now, this is all anticipated dates. It is subject to change based on the submissions we receive on it, and we've done an estimate of the submissions we expect and then estimated our evaluation time based on that as well. So it will be subject to change, but you will be kept up to date with that if you've registered for our Intend portal, which we'll go over further along the slides. And next up, we've got our refurbishment and modernisation framework. Now, that's coming out at some point this week. I'm waiting on a confirmation of date. They're hoping to get it out sooner rather than later. So once you receive this presentation over, if you haven't already registered for our e-tendering portal, if you register for that, you'll get access and you'll be updated on when that release is. Now, within our refurbishment modernisation framework, we've broken this down into 5 work streams, and that is work stream 1 for our kitchens and bathrooms, and that covers everything from placement of kitchens, bathrooms, and any associated works that could come with it, like minor electrical works or plumbing services required on it, or any fire protection measures that would be needed as part of that installation. Now, this is slightly different in terms of we split this into various different value bands, and that's to allow the inclusion of companies of varying sizes, but also based on our feedback from our partners, our potential suppliers, current suppliers, and also doing a bit of a market analysis on the average projects that go through the work streams. Now, this will be split into value bands of 0 to 500k, 500k to 2 million, and then 2 million plus. And then within our work stream 2, our electrical works, this will cover all rewires or any improvements made to existing electrical systems, replacement of consumer units, electrical heating replacements, fire protection measures, and any kind of energy efficiency works that are associated with electrical works. Now, this is different in terms of the value bands, and we've done this again based on our kind of our pre-tender engagement, feedback from various organisations and market research that we've done. And we've split this into 2 value bands, and that's a 0 to 500,000 and then a 500,000 plus. And then we have our painting and decorating work stream, and that'll cover all your planned redecoration works and repairs, any repairs to structural and building elements, internal and external redecoration and communal works as well. Now, that is just a core services, so it's not limited to that, but we'll also cover mould prevention and protection within the painting and decorating as well, where applicable. Now, again, we've split this into the same value bands as our electrical work stream, and it's going to be again 0 to 500k and then 500k plus. And then within work stream 4, we have our environmental and external works, and that's going to cover any external works that would be required, such as kind of some drainage, brickwork, block work, concrete work, fencing, gates, metalworks, carpentry and joinery, painting and decorating, external to an extent. Now, this is quite a varied work stream in terms of the project sizes and also the requirements, because each external works do differ massively from what we've experienced. And within this, we've not put a value band on that work due to the varied nature of it. And then our work stream 5, which is our multidisciplinary. Now, this will cover all the above work streams, but also additional items such as disabled adaptations, supply and renewal of heating systems when part of multidisciplinary projects, kitchen and bathroom placement works, roofing works, plumbing, energy efficiency works and upgrades such as smart controls, LEDs, or any other works that are part of a multidisciplinary project, and also kind of renewal of windows and doors, including fire doors and fire protection measures. So that will cover anything that is multidisciplinary to a project. Now, our previous iteration of this was basically for domestic only, and we've opened it up to domestic and non-domestic works as well. For the value bands of the multidisciplinary lot, based on the feedback we received and doing an average of our projects that currently go through it, The value bands are going to differ slightly again, just to confuse matters and keep you on your toes, but it's going to go from 0 to 750k, 750 to 2.5 million, and then 2.5 million plus. Now, within the refurbishment and modernisation framework, we do utilise the NHF schedule of rates within the tender document. However, don't worry about running out and getting or thinking about the cost of a licence for that, because we do hold a tenders licence and you can utilise that for bidding for the framework. We would never expect you to be out on licensing fees just to be able to bid for the framework. Now, with those rates, you then either uplift or discount accordingly, but within the ITT documents, we will explain the requirements for that and how you complete that form. Again, this is a framework that's available nationwide throughout the full of the LHC group and the different regional business units such as SPA, and we've looked at a total framework value of 360 million, and that's broken down into different regions. So we've estimated 210 million for England, which covers LSE, SWPA and CPC regions, and we've estimated 100 million within Scotland and 50 million within Wales. Now, the timelines for this, it was delayed slightly, as we were expecting this to be out to tender on the 8th of June, and it's going to be, the tender's going to be out this week. We're expecting the tender deadline to be around the 30th of July, and then the evaluation period will go from July to December. Again, that might seem like quite a long time of evaluations when we give you quite a short time to submit that tender. However, we have estimated that based on the expected number of submissions that we're going to get and based on the previous iterations as well. We are going to fall right into the Christmas and New Year shutdown period for quite a lot of people, so we're anticipating the award to be around about the 9th of January, and then a framework go live around about the start of March next year. So you can access our opportunities through various different areas, and we've put on the Intend portal link there for you, but also we've put, oops, sorry, I've just realised I've clicked back the way. As soon as I come away from those slides, we'll be absolutely fine. So we've put the Intend portal link there, which you can access to go on and register your company, and we've also put a little YouTube tutorial as well on there, which will talk you through the process and give you a bit more information on Intend. But I'm going to pass back over to Caitlin, and she will talk you through various areas of our Intend portal.
So we just thought that we would give you guys just a little overview of how you should register, how you can view details of an opportunity, and how you can express an interest. So once you've clicked on the link to take you to our Intend page, you will be brought to this page that you can see on the screen here. If you've not already registered, you have to first register to be able to, express interest and everything like that. So you can see I've just circled in red there, click register. So, and once you've clicked that, let me see, I'm still on this right page. So once you've clicked register, you will then be brought to this page here. You will see that there are 4 tabs that I've circled in red, and all 4 tabs must be completed in order to properly register. So please ensure that all 4 tabs are fully completed. Once all 4 tabs have been completed, you can click register my company at the bottom of this last tab. Your company will then be registered, and then you can log in. After logging in, you can navigate current and future opportunities by clicking the Tenders tab. Once you've found a tender you wish to express an interest in and to receive updates on, you must click View Details. Sorry, I can't speak at the moment. View Details at the bottom of the project summary. After clicking the View Details button, you will then be taken to the Project Details page, where you can click Express Interest at the bottom of the page. Finally, I've just added in this wee slide at the end to advise on what you should do if you encounter any problems when using Intend. So if you have any issues that are not tender specific, please use the link that I've popped on here, and this will take you to the Intend support team. Otherwise, if your query is related to a tender, then please get in touch with us and we'll do our best to help. It's quite very straightforward with Intend, so
when you register for Intend, you will notice that you will select areas that you want to be notified of. You will still be able to access and view all opportunities that come through that for any current and forthcoming frameworks. However, if you do select specific criteria, you will be notified of when tenders are going out. Once the tender documents are released, we also hold central tender briefing sessions, and that gives you a chance to look at the documents and then ask any questions throughout a webinar as well. And any kind of forthcoming frameworks that we've got coming up, if we've got pre-tender engagement scheduled for it, any launch dates for the frameworks, that will all be notified through Intend as well. Now that is our central procurement, so generally within SPA and as a regional business unit, we still carry out our own individual events along with them to be able to make sure that we are capturing the requirements within the Scottish market as well, and for what you guys need. And you know what it's like, any kind of legislation that's out there is always tailored slightly different in Scotland, so we always like a bit of input on that. But if there's anything else that you're wanting to know or any questions you've got to ask, you're more than welcome to do so at the moment, or have a look over the presentation following this and then come back to us if you think of anything later. But for us in the presentation, thank you for listening, and that's us finished for now.
Thank you.